All right, fam. So I'm gonna do this vlog really quickly. I didn't realize that I had already done a vlog about the possession and things that happened to me about like 2 months ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of quickly move through this. As you can see, all the kids are awake now, so I do gotta get the day started. So I'm gonna do this really briefly. So yesterday I woke up at exactly like 9:30 a.m. and I just was so overcome by defeat. I felt really like, ugh, like why? You know, that anger that pushes you to feel that defeat. Y'all know what I mean? And so I was just so overcome by defeat. I didn't even want to get out of bed. I had literally spent. I woke up really honestly like at 8 a.m. and I was just stuck there. You know, and just like, what the hell? Yesterday was an awesome day, by the way. So there made no sense for me to feel defeated. And so, you know, at the end of everything, basically, I just felt really overcome by defeat. And when I came downstairs, I just sat down on my couch and I just burst into tears. I don't even know what drew me to that point. I was just sobbing. It lasted for about like 10 minutes. And then eventually I was able to stop and calm myself down. And as the day progressed, I'm like, okay, something's not right here. This is just not who I am. I don't get overcome by defeat. I don't let things overthrow me like that. And that's when I was able to discern that it was a spirit, a demon, to say the least. And so it tried to remanifest again around noontime. And I had finally had it. No. And so I finally had it. So, you know, I didn't have my hair in a messy bun the way I do now. I had it down with this thing on. I closed my laundry room because this thing has something that it's attached to in the laundry room. So I closed the door and I faced off with it. I said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. None of my kids will be your host. And my husband and I completely, full-heartedly refuse. Okay? And, you know, my husband, you know, both and I agreed that we're not going to be a host to this thing. We're not going to give the power over us. It had gone through a period of time where it was trying to torment my kids in their sleep, in their dreams. They would wake up. My two sons refused utterly to stay in the room where their other sister is. My second daughter's room is completely haunted to a point that she will not stay in there at all. And I believe that my brother's ex-wife and her daughter have something largely to do with it. I don't believe at all that they gave us that bed by coincidence. I believe that her daughter put some kind of spell on it, and that's why it was granted to us. And that's the reason that there is a portal in that room, which is the reason that my daughter will not stay in there. And for those of you who don't know, demons manifest at 3 o'clock. That is the hour of darkness, the hour of, you know, hell. I mean, and so many more awful things. And like I said, I faced off with it. I said, you know what? I'm not going to be your host. You're not going to use my husband as host. You're not going to torment my children in their sleep. You will no longer pick up my daughter, because at one point, like a week ago, it picked up my 5-month-old daughter and put her in the air for about like 3 seconds and then set her back down on the bed. Don't interrupt me. And so, you know, it was awful to experience that. I even shared this with my husband, and my husband was like, what? That's insane. I'm like, yeah, I was standing right here as it happened. And then it just, you know, I picked up my daughter as soon as it happened to release her from whatever was holding her. And this is not something that is in Hollywood. This is not made up. The spiritual realm and demons and ghosts are very real. And it is time that you guys come to that realization and respect it. And so I did what I had to do. I put on, you know, warfare prayers. I put, you know, Christian music, because we are a Christian family. So, I, you know, started worshiping, you know, singing and all that. And Lord and behold, it went away. And then just yesterday, like I said, I felt overcome by defeat. I just came downstairs and sobbed for about 10 minutes. Finally got myself together, stopped, and then, you know, around noontime is when this thing tried to remanifest. So I faced off with it. I said, I'm not going to be your host. My husband's not going to be your host. My children will not be your victims anymore. You will not utilize your dreams to torment them, period. This thing was not happy. It was moving the laundry on my racks. Let me show you. Y'all see how they're hanging, right? All right. That's what I mean by it was shaking the stuff on the hangers. And then at one point, it came directly behind me. And I was like, holy crap, one of three things is going to happen. This thing is going to yank my hair, scratch me, pull me, or hold me all together. It was just horrendous to experience that. But I'm glad that I did because this thing went away. And so it started playing with my hair, like toying with my hair, like swaying it from side to side. Which I was like, okay. In my mind, I was cracking up because I'm like, oh, look, a demon is doing my hair for me. And in its mind, it was thinking that it was horrifying me when all along I was just like ghostly, like cracking up inside. And then I noticed at one point that all the laundry was moving, even when it was pitch black in the laundry room. And it was just the demon and me alone. But I'm glad that I did what I did because the stronghold is gone. This thing has left us alone. And it seems like even though we still have paranormal activity that goes on in the house, it's no longer the stuff that was attacking us. I'm hoping that this thing is gone for good, but who the heck knows? I know when I first woke up this morning, I had some kind of intrusive thoughts, but I asked my husband. He already put a stop to it, and we're good. I really hope and I'm praying that God really covers my children and their time of rest because these demons will go into your dreams. They will torment you, if not kill you. Just this past Saturday, my husband said that when I was asleep, I stopped breathing. He said that I completely stopped breathing. And I was like, wait, what? Yeah, he said, I woke up because I couldn't hear you breathing. I'm like, what do you mean I wasn't breathing, but I'm alive? He goes, what? I'm like, yeah. You literally just said I was not breathing. And he said it looked like something was strangling me. And I do remember feeling weird. Now, y'all got to understand, succubus and incubus are the demons that are responsible for killing you in your sleep. So y'all got to stay prayed up. Y'all got to keep your positive music on for positive vibes and all of that. Because they like to use your own weaknesses against you. They like to use your own negative thoughts. They will utilize anything and everything they can to get at you and bring you down to their threshold. Because what's going to happen when you get so low and so down to their threshold, that's when they can take full possession of your physical body. And then that's when they have the ability to use you to do downright evil and wrong and awful things. So I'm not doing this vlog to scare y'all. I'm letting you know that demons are absolutely real. I was strangled by one. My husband said he got his hand pulled by one. The incident with my daughter. They've been tormenting my kids for I don't know how long now in their sleep. My two sons refuse to stay in the room with their sister, which means now my daughter's alone. But not even my daughter stays all the time in her room. She will sometimes, it's like every other day she'll stay in my room. You know that hauntings happen when things like that start to transpire. You gotta understand that you need to stay prayed up and stay safe. Because these demons are very real. There's demon of rage. There's demon of depression, demon of suicide, demon of perversion, demon of addiction, demon of pornographic addiction. There is demons in everything. So the next time you get mad at your wife or husband, question. Before you verbally open your mouth to your partner, question yourself. Say, well, why am I really mad? Because that's really what it took with me. Say, why am I really mad? I don't even have a reason to be mad. It makes zero sense at all. Okay? And that's what I did this last time. I said, why am I angry? I don't even got a reason to be angry. But again, it's that demon of rage that is behind the cause of these fights. I wish a lot of you young couples out there, which are newly married or engaged, or if you're just simply courting and your boyfriend and girlfriend, I wish y'all would know that there's a demon that is responsible for all the fights that we have. And I wish that you could look your partner in the face and say, hey, let's question why we're angry. Is there a financial problem in the home? No. And 9 times out of 10, you'll probably say no. Even if you're struggling, that answer will still be no. Because I'm not a multi-billionaire. But I'm okay. And that's what counts. But even for the struggling couples that are financially struggling, finances wouldn't be a reason to cause a fight like that. What's the reason? Loyalty. If you've been with your partner for X amount of years and they haven't messed up, Isabel, if they haven't been unfaithful to you for that many years and then all of a sudden you start out of nowhere questioning, it's a demon that's bothering you. And you need to ask yourself these questions before you go to your partner and ask your partner, because it doesn't matter if you're simply boyfriend and girlfriend and courting, or if you're newly married, or if you've been married for years. There's a demon that is responsible for all the fighting. There's a demon that will literally put you to fight with your partner for no reason. So the next time you want to have an argument, ask yourself those questions. Is there a real reason for me to be fighting with my husband or my wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? What is the foundation for this fight? Is it valid? Because if you answer all no, then yes, that's a demon that is putting you to do all of that. And you guys probably shouldn't fight about it. Because it doesn't matter if it's your wife or your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. People get pushed away. And it will affect your marriage or relationship unless you guys have a marriage that is blessed. Unless you stay grounded in your faith and know where you stand. And typically, the way it works is the only way a marriage will withstand any spiritual warfare is if both husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend agree to stay together through those challenges and prevail. You got to understand, when you are talking about getting engaged or you're already married, that covenant that you make, that promise you make to God, is what the devil wants to break apart. So don't be so eager to get divorced. Don't be so eager to break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Really sit down with them and ask these questions. Is there a reason for us to be fighting? Because if not, then it's a demon that's putting you to do that. What are the reasons for this discussion? If it's legitimate, okay, sit down, have a good 10-minute talk, whatever, and resolve it. But don't wait at the end of the day and still be upset with your partner. Don't hold that anger. None of that. You got to bless your relationship. You got to bless your marriage. And you got to self-examine if a demon is putting you and your partner to fight. Period. That is the biggest lesson I can give the entire world today. Because these demons will devour you if you're not aware of it. Period.